Do you consider yourself an introvert and don't have the ability to create videos for YouTube? Well, in this video, I would like to talk to you from my personal perspective and how could I face this whole process and give you some tips that if you are an introvert, can help you develop videos on any type of platform, showing that introverts can also create quality content and get to have thousands, even millions of subscribers. To unify the term introvert, we could define it as a person who finds it difficult to express their emotions and feelings and even ideas. Sometimes due to anxiety and nervousness, they cannot articulate words so well, and that sometimes it can give the image that we do not have much capacity or knowledge of the side we are talking about. Compared to the extrovert person, it will be much easier for them to express themselves and they will even have a better level of improvisation. We can see in very big entertainment channels, in which the protagonist of this channel is a very active person who greatly dominates his presence before the camera. But this does not mean that we can't obtain the same result with our channel, saying the audience very diverse and there is something for everyone. There are looking people for entertainment, there are people looking for training, historical backgrounds, economic news, so the audience is very diverse and depends on the quality of your content so that you can win that audience. And to be able to exemplify this, we can see the channel Emprende Aprendiendo by Euge, which has millions of subscribers. Consider that on several occasions he has stated that he's an introvert person and at the beginning was limited a lot to express himself in front of cameras, but little by little, with the quality content that he has been providing on his channel, he has been able to grow sustainably to reach 2 million subscribers. And if we notice in his videos, it's that he always records in closed space, since we can intuit that he feels much more comfortable in this type of space. And this is what I want to get to. And well, if we want to record effectively and control our environment, it's essential to find a closed space in which we can feel the recording where there may not be able people watching us, because that could make us a little nervous and our spores come out sloppy. Another important point is that the content that we are going to provide in our videos is of high quality and that we make an optimal preparation of the script that we are going to expose, not simply memorize it and that's it. If it's not structure our ideas so that what we say as a logical sequence, and last but not the least, we can't neglect other aspects that may not appear on cameras, but that will give a quality impression to your videos, such as lighting, good sound. For example, I'm using this fine microphone. A good camera is within your possibility, but the cell phone camera currently has a very good recording resolution, essentially for good videos. What matters most are the lighting. If we put all these factors together, we will feel in a much safer environment in which we can feel proud of the content we are creating, since we invest many hours of the creation of this. And something very important that I'm forgetting and that will relieve the pressure when recording videos, and it's editing. And if you generally record content like me, you have a super powerful tool that is the editing, in which you can correct any mistake you may make. You can make cuts and correction. When you make a mistake, when you get stuck, when or how it was, well, that exactly this is what editing is for and well. In my case, I use Adobe Premiere and I'm still learning how to use it, but there are other software that are a little easier like Final Cut, Filmora. So I shouldn't think the recording has to going out perfect on. On the first take, we can make 1,001 mistake, and in the end, we can fix everything in edition. So there is no reason to get anxious and nervous when I create content. Just being an introvert shouldn't limit us from being able to promote our videos. So give it a like, subscribe, and click on the bell so you can see many more videos like this. Also, don't forget to interact with your audience, responding to comments, creating Discord groups, to be closer with our followers, accepting video suggestions from your subscribers. Since when we start, sometimes we don't have a defined topic in our videos, and little by little we have a try until a niche of followers give us the path that we must follow. Therefore, in short, we will be an introvert. It didn't want to be an obstacle to creating content, and if you set yourself the goal of creating your own channel, I recommend that start now. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like you have a professional recording equipment. Now mobile phones are optimized to be able to upload content to social platforms with an acceptable quality, and always remembering that with proper preparation, focus and optimal technique, you can succeed on any platform. Sign, each of us has a way. The only way to express ourselves, and there will be something, experience that will love us. For this reason, and I hope this video has been able to motivate you to be able to create your own content. Or maybe you had already done it and you have left it for a long time. You can do it again. And before I go, I would like to recommend a video that I made in which I talk about how the algorithm and social network are manipulating us and what measure we can take to deal with. I will leave in the video here, and with me will be until the next video.